Chibong, good night, Maroon, Lai Balgata, it's Island again here coming to you live all the way from Melbourne, Australia. And I am back here, as I've said in the morning, that I was going to do makeup for today's gratitude challenge in the night. So here I am. First, before I go ahead, I just want to congratulate Joycelyn for receiving your business blessings. I am super proud of you, sis. And it's amazing how the automated system is working. I wasn't paying attention to the to my phone, and when I received a notification, I was super excited. And I also want to share how grateful I am, because you know why? I was at work this afternoon, and I also received a business blessing. I got paid again in my business, and I don't know how to explain it, but I'm just super grateful that while I'm still doing my healthcare job, I'm still getting paid in my online business, and that's super amazing. It only shows how amazing this business is. So if you're new to my page, my name is Alberta. I'm your Islander girl, and I'm originally from Bougainville in Papua New Guinea. I am a mom. I'm a wife as well, a healthcare professional, and a proud digital business owner and a business coach. So I started this business nearly more than 2 years ago in 2020. And I've been enjoying and loving this journey. And last weekend, yesterday and Saturday, we had so much learning and so much good things that we've learned, that that we are shared, and also led by one of our business owners who's really succeeding in our online space. Is Jackie's from wheelchair to dream chair. So that's amazing. We learned so many tips. We learned so many new tricks as well on how to improve, new strategies on how to improve our business going forward. And a lot of us, our brains were like, wow. Anyway, my two business partners from Bougainville and Lay, unfortunately, they've been trying their best. We're supposed to be three of us doing this live together, but they're having connection issues, so they're still trying their best to come in. If they do, you'll see them here, but otherwise I'll go ahead with day 15, and that's the challenge for today, gratitude challenge. So follow through with me, to those that are following me, and you can also do challenge yourself as well with this gratitude challenge. Yeah, so thank you so much. So let's start. So day 15 is about magically healing your relationships. If you have a difficult or broken relationship, are suffering from a broken heart, or hold any resentment or blame toward another person for anything, you can change it through gratitude. Gratitude will magically improve any difficult relationship, whether that person is a husband or wife, brother or sister, son or daughter, partner or boss, business client, work colleague, mother or father-in-law, parent, friend, or neighbor. When we are faced with a difficult relationship or a challenging situation in a relationship, in almost all cases, we are not in the least bit grateful for the other person. Instead, we are busy blaming the other person for the problems we have with them. And that means we don't have a shred of gratitude. Blame is never going to make a relationship better, and it's never going to make your life better. In fact, the more you blame, the worse the relationship gets, and the worse your life gets. Whether it's a current relationship or a past relationship, if you harbor bad feelings toward another person, practicing gratitude will eliminate those feelings. Why would you want to remove your bad feelings about another person? Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burnt. Bad feelings are about another person. Burn your life, but gratitude will eliminate them. For example, if you have an ex-partner who is connected to you through your children, and the relationship isn't good, look at your children's faces and realize that they wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for your ex-partner. Your children's lives are one of the most precious gifts you have. Look at your children and give thanks to your ex-partner for their lives every single day, as well as bringing peace and harmony to the relationship. Through your example, you will be teaching your children the greatest tool for their life, gratitude. Or if you're suffering from a broken heart or grief due to a relationship having ended, you can use gratitude's magical power to transform your pain. Gratitude magically transforms emotional pain into healing and happiness faster than anything else. And the story of my parents is a perfect example of that. My mother and father fell in love with each other virtually at first sight. From the moment they met, they were truly grateful to be with each other. And they had the most beautiful marriage I have ever seen. When my father died, my mother understandably suffered from enormous grief. After months of suffering, she began to use gratitude's magical power. And despite her immense grief and pain, she looked for the things to be grateful for. She began with the past, and she recalled all the wonderful times of happiness she had received through the decades with my father. Then she took the next big step. She looked for things to be grateful for in the future. One by one, she found them. She found or remembered things she had always wanted to do but didn't have time to do when my father was alive. And with this courageous step of gratitude, opportunities to fulfill her dreams magically poured in, and her life became rich with happiness again. The magical power of gratitude gave my mother a new life. For today's magical practice, you are going to look for a hot coal that is burning your life and literally burn it into gold through gratitude. Choose one difficult, problematic, or broken relationship that you want to improve. It doesn't matter whether the person is currently in your life or if it's a past relationship and the person is no longer in your life. Sit down and make a written list of 10 things you're grateful for about the person you've chosen. Think back through the history of relationship and list the great things about the person or the great things you received from the relationship. The easiest way to do this is to think back to the way things were before the relationship deteriorated or ended. If the relationship was never good, then think hard about any good qualities in the person because they are there. This magical practice is not about who is right or wrong. No matter what you feel someone has done to you, no matter what someone said or didn't do, you can magically heal the relationship. And you don't need the other person in order to heal it. There is goal in every relationship, even the difficult ones. And to bring riches to all your relationship and your life, you have to find the goal. As you dig and discover a nugget of gold, write it down. Address the person by name and express your sentence in gratitude. For example, name, I am grateful for what? Number 1, Paul, I am grateful for our time together. While our marriage did end, I learned a lot. I am so much wiser today, and I use what I learned from our marriage in many of my relationships today. Number 2, Paul, I am grateful for everything you did to try and make our marriage work. Because 10 years of marriage means you did try. Number 3, Paul, I am grateful to you for our children. The joy I receive from them every day could not be without you. Number 4, Paul, I am grateful to you for the hard work and long hours you put in to support our family. While I was at home taking care of our children, it was a big responsibility to have all of us dependent on you. So thank you. Number 5, Paul, I am grateful to you for the precious moments I had with our children as they grew up. I got to see our children talk and walk for the first time, and I know you didn't have that opportunity. Number 6, Paul, I'm grateful for your support when I went through a difficult time of grief and loss. Number 7, Paul, I'm grateful to you for the times when I was sick and you did your best to take care of me and the children. Number 8, Paul, I'm grateful for the great times we had, and we did have many. Number 9, Paul, I am grateful that you want to continue to be a father to our children. Number 10, Paul, I'm grateful for your support and the time you want to give to our children. I know they mean as much to you as they do to me. By the time you finished your gratitude list of 10 things, you should feel much better about the person and the relationship. The ultimate point you want to reach is where you don't have any bad feelings toward a person anymore, because it's your life that is harmed by those feelings. Every relationship is different, and if need be, you may choose to repeat this magical practice over several days until you reach the point where you don't have any bad feelings toward the person anymore. If you're using a gratitude's magical power to improve a current relationship, you will see the relationship begin to change miraculously before your eyes. It only takes one person to magically change a relationship through gratitude. But it is the person who uses gratitude who receives the benefits in their whole life. If you choose a past relationship where you are not in contact with the person anymore, you will feel a peace and happiness fill you, and at the same time, you will see other current relationships in your life magically improve. In the future, if a relationship becomes challenging, remember to use this magical practice immediately. You will stop the difficulties before they get any bigger, and instead you will increase the magic in your relationship. Magic practice number 15. So this is the magic practice number 15 that you need to do. Number 1, count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings and write why you're grateful. Read your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you. And feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Number 2, choose one difficult or problematic or broken relationship that you want to improve. Number 3, sit down and make a written list of 10 things you are grateful for about the person you've chosen. Write it down in the following way. Name, I'm grateful for, and what you're grateful for. Number 4, just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. So that, thank you so much. That was day 15 of my gratitude challenge, and hope you are following through with me, and you do it because we all human beings, we have relationship. We tend to have relationship challenges. So if you come across one and you're thinking about it, remember, you're feeling bad about another person, it's not that person that will be burnt, but it's you. So try to do a gratitude challenge around it so you can release, those feelings. So that was it. Thank you so much, Christopher. Looking good. Thank you. Thank you so much. Howard. Thank you. Good night. Good night from Lay. Wow. Good night from Melbourne, Howard. Thank you so much. And Carol is saying, well said, true. We need gratitude. Thank you. Yes, definitely, Carol. We need gratitude in everything that we have, because it just didn't happen by accident. Everything has a reason for it, and there's a reason for everything. So always be grateful instead of blaming, instead of pinpointing, instead of having, looking at the negative side of it, look at the positive side of it and be grateful. Look within, the relationship of things you've done, you've enjoyed, you've learned, you've been inspired as well, and the help you received as well from the other person. So with that, thank you so much. Good night now. I will leave you with an amazing and beautiful night from Melbourne, Australia. And remember to always, always forgive yourself, forgive others. Also, be grateful for all the situation of your relationship, because why? It will improve that relationship, and it will also improve yourself. So with that, good night, Chibong from Melbourne, Australia. I'll see you guys tomorrow for our day 16. Good night.